Oh, hello, strangers. I hope you're all doing well. Hang on, let me just. This happens every time now. I can't tell the arse from my elbow at the moment. Is all that set up correctly? Can I transition? Will this work? There we go. Oh, hang on. No, hang on. We're still not done yet. Bear with. I know I forgot something. Bear with, folks. I need to extend the display so I can actually see chat, can't I? Oh, God's sake. Bear with. There we go. Hello, thanks for joining. Plan of action tonight is I'm going to update one of the banners for WebToon's homepage for the next season. This is the one that I want to replace here. So, unfortunately, I've left the boring bits out, so we've got to do this from scratch. Hope you're all doing well, though. Hope you've missed my rusty streaming, and it's extra rusty tonight because I haven't done this in ages. When was the last time I streamed? I'm trying to think now. But how have you all been? Also, I don't know if you've heard about the heat wave we've had over here in the UK. It's unbearable at the moment. It's not hot per se, but it's very muggy. So therefore the heat, whatever's there, is unbearable as a result. Right, so anyway, I'm trying to, because what I want to do with the thumbnail is include Dylan and Layla in the thumbnail to give people an idea that, you know, there's meant to be a romance in this series, and this picture doesn't really give that away. Okay, Pinter. Isn't that usually what happens anyway, because of my bad timing? I do usually stream about 8:30. I'm already sweating with this headset on. I've also had to stream with the fan off. I've not had the fan off for the past 3 weeks, pretty much. Sacrifices I make for you guys. See, normally I wanted to get this done before the stream, but I just didn't have time. Fingers crossed we'll get it done during the stream. Make her a little bit taller. See, I'm trying to figure out the composition at the moment. So what have you all been up to anyway? I've been up to nothing besides drawing, but that's always my life. Ugh. Let's blow that up a bit. New layer. Oh my god, I've had the fan off for about 10 minutes and I'm already sweating. And don't let the fact that I have no pants on right now ruin the stream for you. Right, now I've flipped. I've seen that his head... no, Layla's got a tiny head. Let's fix that. But I do sort of want to take my time here with the composition, because otherwise it's time wasted. Fake Mon. I mean, I'm not really into Pokemon anyway, so I don't even know what that is. Ah, that must suck, Jack. I hope you're through it now, though. But we all have shit days, I guess. How long does it take to usually draw a chapter? It all depends. It can take me about a couple of weeks, or it can take me a month. But I don't really want to take a month doing a chapter these days, so I'll be behind on my deadlines. I should start drawing. I worry that this drawing is going to end up looking rather flat. That's my only problem. But hey ho. Let's see how we go. Let's do that face again. I know it might seem weird that they're stood behind each other, but because of the thumbnail's got to be like that. It's like that size, so I'm bearing that in mind here. Sorry if I miss any comments though. Sad boys hours. Isn't it always sad boys when I'm streaming? Of course I need to flip, don't I? If you can hear the dog barking, by the way, I'm sorry about that. I'm glad you get something out of it, ma'am. Even though personally, I think the first season's not that good, personally. But, well, no, it could have been better. But that's only because everything was done before it was picked up as an official series. Well, those who followed it back on Discover will know what I mean. So the pacing's a little bit rushed, I think. But now that it's been featured, I've got a chance to slow things down a bit. Because, you know, I'm getting paid to do this now, which is nice. And it'll benefit the story, I hope, as a result. I'm not going to do the hair hanging yet because I want to. I think she's a bit too lopsided here. That is sort of the intention. Just put that chin there really badly, and that neck as well. It's all part of my technique. Worry about the clothes until I'm happy with the composition. Well, let's tilt her a bit so she's a bit more upright. I'm still not sure about them standing behind each other like that. I know it's like I'm trying to aim for awkwardness here, but not too sure about this. But hopefully we get there for this stream. You haven't finished the first chapter of your comic yet. Starting off is always a struggle. I think the first chapter for me originally took me about on and off months to do. But that was because I had other things on my plate. I think this looks a bit too flat, to be honest. So I could make it similar to this, but we've already got an image like that. That's the problem. Might have to be similar to this, but I've already done that idea. Well, no, I'll carry on with this for now. See how it looks when it's a bit more refined. If not, start over. I mean, it's not like I did this for these pictures first time. That really wasn't the case. What was that? If I'm conflicted on making a comic. To be honest, man, there's one thing you got to bear in mind. You're not gonna please everybody, but I'm sure there'll be a few people out there at least that will like it at first. I mean, it's what happened with me in my comic. I mean, I believe that everybody has an audience, but you can't please everybody. It's almost impossible to do that. Besides, the first chapter shouldn't determine your series anyway. There's always room for improvement, which is what I'm aiming for season 2, which is what I'm currently working on. Well, that's where I am, at least. Best thing to do is just put your idea out there and see how people react to it. It's better than not doing it at all. Should probably zoom back a bit. You know, I said earlier I think I made her head too small. I think I've now made it too big. See, I don't know if I should actually have a smile. Mind you, I was told. I mean, that's the reason why these two are smiling here, is because I was told to do that for the picture. Try and make an awkward smile, I guess. Because apparently that's more clickable. Apparently. Just raise these shoulders up a bit more, actually. That means this needs to be squished upwards a bit more. That's nice to know, Pink. I appreciate you dishing out for the fast pass. Because that really does help support the series. And obviously that will make WebToon happy as well, to be honest. Even though I'm grateful for everybody who's still tuning in to my comic. Because that's what really makes it worthwhile for me, is that people are still there reading it. We just killed the bad girl in the story. No, I don't think I can get away with that. Or can I? We'll have to see. You're half right, ma'am. It is Misha, but without an H. It's spelt like this. Did you mean your series? See, that was actually completely out of my hands, Jack. When I was pitching it as like a rom-com with a little bit of drama in it. But they've classed it as a drama, so that was down to their judgment, to how I pitched the overall story to them. I must admit, I was kind of surprised it was considered a drama, but hey-ho. I guess if there's some sort of conflict, it's considered that, I suppose. Just realised how wonky I made his eyes. That's why you flip. Like that. Speaking of which, his nose needs to be little less in the centre. Maybe his eye's not so wide as well, wide-eyed. We'll have to wait and see about, you know, certain characters and that. Obviously, I'm not going to spoil anything on stream. Not even I know. Or do I? Maybe I should have... See, I'm changing my mind now. Maybe I should have his hand wrapped around his neck. This kind of posing is so hard to draw. Maybe I won't. Because really the focus is the expressions. Hello Mr. Farts, thanks for joining as well. It has been a while. Yeah, I don't think I am dead yet, so... That's progress. Oh, the skull's not going to be able... Oh man, didn't think about that. Kind of wanted the skull to be showing in the thumbnail. The most important character. And thank you Jack kindly for the $5. Depression hits me like a storm, but I always think about the days listening to you talk. Some weirdo are not wearing pants. Thanks Jack, that's the nicest thing someone said to me in a long time. Especially about the pants thing. But thank you kindly for your tip once again. Just gonna blow this up a bit more now. As the refinements are getting a bit more detailed. Should probably give him some eyes though. Let me know what you think of this though, because I'm still on the fence about this drawing. I think it's a bit too flat, and I'm still not sure about... It's because I've got to consider the box. If I didn't have to consider that, it'd be a lot easier. Smaller sizes are harder to work with. And also, I'm moving Layla a bit further up again. So I think what I might do is have it so it's more of a close-up. Because now I've got to move, got to change the eye line as well. Right, I'll follow through with this drawing, but obviously you'll see once it gets updated next week what drawing I settle with. So let's start cleaning up. I'm actually joking about the pants thing, by the way. But yeah, I'm not gonna hate. Labyrinth Zone? This ain't Labyrinth Zone. I know that because it's not on my playlist. And I'm not even a fan of Mario. Okay, now I've flipped again. Realised this side of Layla's head's not even there. So I guess you've all missed me doing this, not following my guidelines. Oops. It's like this needs to be a bit further, puffed out a bit further. See, I'm not usually a perfectionist, but because this is a thumbnail, I kind of want to be, but I don't know. I'm still on the fence about this drawing. I think it's not as dynamic as I imagined it being, but that is usually the case with a lot of my drawings. It seems a lot better in my head. But I think a lot of us can relate to that. See, this smirk here is very hard to do because I don't draw smirks like this very often. Especially on characters that don't really smirk. Well, it's not really a smirk, is it? It's more like a... just a little smile, I guess. What program am I using? I'm using Clip Studio Paint EX. It's just at the top here, and I use a Wacom Cintiq 13 HD for my drawing, which is a rather expensive tablet, to be honest. But you know, if you can afford it, I definitely recommend it. Let's step back a bit. I think that's what I keep doing wrong. I'm not stepping back. And I'm also going to push the shoulders up a bit more, I think. Oh, okay, Puncta. I think I did say on streams though. In terms of animation, it's quite limited, but they are always updating it. I think there's an update coming the end of this month. What inspired me to make my own story? Right, for this, I watched a show called Love Complex years ago. It was like 2007, and shortly after that, because I actually like really enjoyed it, I was like, oh, might do something similar. That's basically what started it. In terms of like a premise, I should say, that's what started the Yomanville Gang off, I should say. Let's step back a bit. I mean, it's better than this picture, I guess. The one you can see here. It's telling more of a story than just having her sat there. Now I've flipped again. His head's a bit. I've done it to both characters where one side of the head's just really squished, for lack of a better term. It's like this side here. Why is his head so squished? And as a result, the eyes are a bit wonky. Or maybe it's because, no, this side's fine, but this side needs to go a bit further up. Rather than have the cheekbone going over here, it needs to be up here. Sorry, not the cheekbone, the jawline. Oh, I know the feeling, Kenneth. That's why I do it a lot. Well, that and giving away bath water. I've got to make sure the eye line, their eye contact's actually... No, it's not. Good thing I checked. But I think it was better than it was before. Yeah, I think it's better just... What? Why can't I get this right? Also, their ears are uneven. Well, his ears. We will get there eventually. I mean, I could be lazy and use the symmetry tool here, but that is too lazy for me. I also want to... That's another thing I forgot to do. I forgot to shrink Dylan's head, but I'll do that in a minute. Just going to sharpen that because it loses its edge for some reason when you shrink it. So one thing Clip Studio doesn't do well actually is that. That's an F. Is this the grading system on my drawing? Is it? Even though I fart-arsed around with this jawline, I still messed it up somehow. God, I am rusty. And as a result, that ear needs to be changed again. Don't know what I did wrong. Guys, why didn't you say anything? God. I think there's a fundamental flaw in this drawing. Jesus Christ. Mind you, I'm doing that wrong now. I can't see where I'm drawing because I'm right-handed. That's another reason why you flip horizontally. Oh, screw it. Let's see if I can get the... Can I get the symmetry ruler to do... Yep, I can. We're cheating now. Oh wait, yeah. Helps if I rub this out. Have I used this on stream yet? I don't think I have. Right. This will show how off the ear was. So let's rub that out. Let's put it in again. Isn't that magic? Or laziness? It's a bit of both. See how far the ear was off? I was trying to put it here, wouldn't I? But here you go. I don't think I've used that on stream. But there we go. If you're struggling with symmetry, use the symmetry ruler. What is to get rid of it? I've forgotten what it is now. There it is. Make sure to delete it though. Once you're done. Again, I only suggest using that if you want a symmetrical... Well, you want something to be symmetric. What the hell am I talking about now? Oh god. This is why I don't stream anymore. There we go, that fixed the jawline problem. Believe it or not though, we might nearly be done. Because, well, it's only headshots, and once it's cleaned up I just got to add a little bit of colour and we're done. Don't need to go mad with colour because it's a thumbnail. Which is a shame because colouring is one of the things I don't think I'm actually that bad at. Simply because Clip Studio does most of the hard work for me. I'll leave Skullboy out. Right, let's colour this. Again, I'm still on the fence about it, but we've gotten this far, let's colour it. Good thing I've got these open already. I need to get rid of that. Is that it? Yeah. Let's colour Dylan in first. Make sure to have the lighthouse reference in the cleanup so you can drop the colours in. Is that Sonic I hear? Was, yeah. Why does that keep happening? Oh, colour margin's too high, that's why. No, hang on, there's still some bloom. What's going on here? Oh. There it is. Good thing I named my layers. Don't need that one. Gonna try and pinch that little bit of blush there, so it's more thumbnail worthy. But let's not go mad. Oh. Pink-haired Layla. That's a first. What are lady bumps? Yeah, they probably are what you think they are, ma'am. It's a term that's used often here, I think. Right, gonna do a new layer and add the shading. Notice there's a little speck there. What is that? By the way, it's gone. Right, new layer. So let's have like a bit of a purple hue to it. Let's say the light is sort of above them, so just put it here and there. And also because actually I'm going to add a bit of shadow here as just a bit of a separator between these two characters. No, I don't think I'll add shadow on the face. I think that's going a bit overboard. Bit of shadow here though. Hey, thank you Decimal for the $5. No comment though. Sorry I didn't see you there. And I recognise that icon. Is that from that cursed stream I did, which has now been deleted? I only got deleted for copyright reasons though. That's the only problem. So that stream is long gone. But thank you anyway. Decimal. Oh, you just got a... Oh, the timing, because I'll be done soon. Because we really ain't got much else to do with this picture. So sorry about that. Unfortunately, if it's a headshot, or mostly a headshot, these don't take very long to do. Even with all the pondering I've been doing tonight. Actually, if I'm going to add shadow to Dylan's hair, I'm going to have to use a darker colour. Because that tone of purple's lighter than that. And you can't apply lighter colours to darker ones, obviously. Let's do that again. Actually, that's fine. Leave it alone. Again, sorry that I haven't been able to read all the comments. It's hard to keep track whilst drawing. Because it's on another stream. But I will say, even though this is sort of a one-off drawing, I'll try and stream again next week. Because I must admit, I do miss streaming. But you know, I'm in an awkward position sometimes. Why do gummies taste like soap? I don't know, I'm not a fan of the gummies. It's one of the many mysteries of life though, isn't it? Like, why would you buy someone's bath water? It's another mystery. I'm putting a bit of shadow here, even though I said I wouldn't, but I'm just trying this out. see how this looks. It's only because they're sort of in close proximity, so a shadow would be sort of forming there. Right, let's turn the opacity of that. Opacity, I should say. It's not too bad, I guess. I will do one more thing. Unfortunately, guys, I am going to be done in a minute. I appreciate everybody who's stuck by. Is it better like that or like that? I don't know. I mean, that works alright for Layla, but not so much for Dylan. That's the only problem. Now, one last thing. Actually, no, I don't even need to do it because the thumbnail. Keep forgetting. And always make sure to save. I think I've got up to this point without saving at all, which is always ideal. I am just gonna fix some of that. Because what on earth is this meant to be? It's meant to be the shadow sort of forming here because it's sort of folding over on itself. That's what I was trying to convey here. Let's simplify it a bit more. Sometimes less is more. And that's not just out of laziness, that's something I've genuinely learned. Trying to think what else I could do here. I think that's going to be it for tonight, guys. So let's just turn that music off. Again, nothing extravagant. God, it took me an hour. Okay, I was longer than I thought. Yeah, that'll do for tonight. Because I can't really think what else I could do with this picture. But hey, all I can say is it's better than that one. Where is it? There it is, Layla's ghost hovering over him. But anyway, thank you for joining for my always exciting streams. As you can tell, I'm always excited. To be honest, I'm just done with this heat. That's why I feel more sad. That's why I sound sadder than normal. This heat is just unbearable. But thank you all for joining. Yeah, hopefully I'll stream hopefully next week. I don't know what it is. I'll give an hour up to just draw something. We'll see. And thank you, Jack and Decimal, for your kind donations as well. Even though it's been a long time. Again, I don't feel worthy, but thank you. And once again, thank you guys for joining. And now it's time to fade out. See you later, guys. Happy trails. Oh yeah, Love and Pizza as well. I almost forgot to say it. Alright, thank you guys. Love and Pizza. Time to fade out now.